Here we're going to demonstrate the osteotomy placement and the osteotomy difference between the rescue implant, an EzPlus implant, and the smaller diameter of the AnyRidge implant. Now here we have a 5mm hole, and here we have a 4.3mm hole, and here we have a 3.3mm hole. However, I've already cored out the top of this slightly with the cortical bone drill for specifically for the AnyRidge implant. Again, trephine, 5.0 trephine, 4.3 final drill for the EzPlus, and the 3.3 osteotomy for the AnyRidge implant. So we're going to show the difference between all three side by side. Here's your rescue implant already in place with a handpiece adapter. You can see the design of the implant. It's not a super aggressive threaded implant. However, they do thread into osteotomies nicely, immediate extraction sockets and so forth. This implant has been in use for a long time, but you can see now the difference between the three different systems. As this implant goes in, so that's your 5mm, your 6.5mm rescue. However, it's not fully down all the way. And that's hit 50 Newton centimeters right there. But this needs to go down a little bit further because the rescue implant is actually supposed to be placed 1mm subcrestal. It can be placed right at bone level, but we'd rather have it just a little bit deeper. And that's good. So that's your rescue implant. Now, let's see your EzPlus 5mm implant. So here's your EzPlus. Notice again, this is your traditional type implant. It's a 4.3 osteotomy and the 5mm EzPlus by 10, 5 by 10 EzPlus, and that's going in quite nicely. But again, very small thread pattern to it. And that's a bone level implant, so you can leave that right at the crest of bone. You can see here, the very top of the bone implant rather, has a machine collar to it, so there's no need to place it super subcrestal. Or you can, again, leave it right at the crest of bone. Now, with the AnyRidge implant, you notice the extreme design difference. This one has your more aggressive threads. It has a smaller core body to it of 3.3. So let me show you that quickly. We're placing a 5.0 by 10. Notice the core says 3.3, and it's typically a density 3 type implant because of the more aggressive threads. Your D1 implant has your smaller normal thread pattern on it. Your D2 implant, density 2, has wider thread patterns that have more bone to implant contact. Your D3 is 5.0 and your D4 here is 5.5. But look at the aggressive thread patterns. Now these thread patterns are great for compressive forces in the bone, however do not cause shear forces in the bone, which is really what you want. So again, notice our implant, notice our thread design. And we're going to go ahead and place this right into our bone. Now you can clearly see, here's a rescue implant. Look at the larger osteotomy. Now this is a small rescue implant. If we would be placing like a 7.0 or 7.5 implant, this osteotomy would be a lot bigger, taking all that valuable bone away. This is an EzPlus implant. Again, the final hole was a 4.3 osteotomy. But with more of your AnyRidge implants, with your more user-friendly user-friendly sizes, rather, the sizes you're going to use the most typically have the 3.3 core to them. So look at how small your osteotomy is going to be. So you've saved all that bone circumferentially to increase blood circulation to the area. Obviously, and you're not taking away cortical bone, precious cortical bone area circumferentially here as you do here and here. So these are bigger, and this saves all that bone. Okay, so that's the difference between your traditional implants, your super wides, and your like wide. This is a 5mm wide implant, but these are your super wide implants ranging from 6 to 8mm diameter. And your AnyRidge, again, your more user-friendly sizes, which is anywhere from 4.0 through 5.5, you're only going to use the 3.3 osteotomy. However, if you needed to place a bigger implant, your 6.0 implant has a 4.8 core, 6.5 implant still has a 4.8 core, 7.0 implant has a 4.8 core, 7.5 and 8.0 both have 4.8 cores. But again, look at the thread difference. So again, 6.0 is D1, 6.5 is D2, 7.0 is D3, 7.5 and 8.0 are D4, both, respectively. Okay? And it is one platform for all the different implants. So 3.5 all the way 8.0, all these different healing abutments fit on every implant here. And so do the prosthetics. Thank you very much.